Hello guys, welcome to i-tutor Academy. In today's session, we will start with the Unit 12, subsection 3, that is differences between annual reports of public company and private company. An annual report may look different depending on whether the company in question is private or public. The three main differences are: first, in case of private companies, the annual report is prepared following section 134 and other applicable provisions of Companies Act 2013. Whereas for public companies, the annual report is prepared following the aforementioned aforementioned as well as regulation of 32, 34 and schedule 5 of SEBI's, that is listing obligations and disclosure requirements regulation. And second is the annual report for private company, one whose stock is not traded on the open market, is usually a document that gives users just the mandatory information about how the company performed in the past year. That is because most private companies are closely held, they have a small number of owners, so they are not too concerned about how a larger audience will react to the report. On the other hand, a public company's report is often loaded with the bells and whistles, such as marketing material designed to tout the company to potential investors and creditors. Third, the annual report for a private company does not always have its financial statements audited, while public companies do. A private company usually has its financial statements audited only if doing so is required to fulfill a business purpose. And next is annual report for a government company. Where the central government is a member of a government company, the central government shall cause an annual report on the working and affairs of the companies to be prepared within 3 months of its annual general meeting, before which the comments given by the Controller and Auditor General of India and the audit report is placed under the proviso to subsection 6 of section 143, and as soon as may be after such a preparation laid before both houses of parliament, together with a copy of the audit report and comments upon or supplement to the audit report made by the Controller and Auditor General of India. Where in addition to the central government, any state government is also a member of government company, that state government shall cause a copy of the annual report prepared under subsection 1 to be laid before the house or both houses of the state legislature, together with a copy of the audit report and the comments upon or supplement to the audit report referred to in subsection 1. Next is green annual report. Just like the normal annual report, a green annual report is a comprehensive document that contains information on a company's financial position and performance over the preceding year. The major difference between a normal annual report and a green annual report is that the latter is printed using production process that save energy, trees and water, as well as reduce waste and greenhouse gases. According to a 2005 survey that studied trends in annual reporting, the average number of pages in an annual report was 65, and the number of copies produced average between more than 5,000 to less than 50,000. Green annual report are frequently printed using eco-friendly soil inks. In comparison with the traditional petroleum-based ink, soy inks are environmentally friendlier, are available in brighter color and make it easier to recycle paper. An eco audit statement is placed in the final document that estimates the number of trees preserved, pounds of waterborne waste that was not created, number of gallons of wastewater flow saved, pounds of solid waste not generated, net pounds of greenhouse gases prevented, and the amount of energy in million BTUs not consumed. And summary of this chapter is: the annual report AR of a company is comprehensive report on a company's activities throughout the preceding year, intended to give shareholders and other interested people information about the company's activities and financial performance. The AR is the best source to avail company information, and hence the investors should choose AR to procure any data related to the company. The AR contain broadly four sections, namely non-audited information, financial statement, notes to the account, and accounting policies. The AR contains three financial statements: profit and loss statement, balance sheet, and cash flow statement. The stand alone statement is made of the financial numbers of only the company into consideration, whereas the consolidation numbers reflect the company and its subsidiaries financial data. The AR is also the best source to get information related to the qualitative as well as quantitative aspect of the company. The management discussion and analysis section in the AR has the management's perspective on the country's overall economy, their outlook on the industry they operate in for the year gone by, what went right and what went wrong, and what they foresee for the year ahead. And comparing the annual report of public company and private company, there are three main differences. In case of private companies, the annual report is prepared following section 134 and other applicable provision of Company Act 2013, whereas for public companies, the annual report is prepared following the aforementioned as well as regulation 32, 34 and schedule 5 of SEBI's loader regulations. The annual report for a private company is usually a document that gives users just the mandatory information about how the company performed in the past year, whereas a public company's annual report is often loaded with the bells and whistles, such as marketing material designed to tout the company to potential investors and creditors. And the annual report for a private company doesn't always have its financial statement audited while public companies do. And green annual report is another interesting aspect to study. It is just like the normal annual report but is printed using production process that save energy, trees and water as well as reduce waste and greenhouse gases. And keywords are here. If you feel any words are difficult, you just refer this section, keyword section. And self-assessment questions also here. And download 2018-19 annual report, so you can take any example for that self-assessment questions based on that here. So you just do you accordingly whatever data or whatever information is available for you. Okay, in between any doubts you just contact us for more Ignou MBA videos. You just like, share and subscribe our channel and support us. Thank you so much.
i-tutor ES presents Ignou Mba, complete syllabus coverage classes and individual semester base, subject coverage program for MBA students online and flexible sessions. For more details, contact 62382 17885.